Greetings, rivals. Brucey Goosey here, and today I am doing a deck profile on Morpeko V. Cute little guy. So, for those of you that don't know who we are a community based in the Mid-Hudson Valley area. We have a Facebook, look us up, Rivals of Red. Also on YouTube, as you can see. So give us a like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Feel free to leave a nice, pleasant comment, hopefully. And let's just get into this. All right, so Morpeko. I'm going to play 3 copies in the deck. So what Morpeko does has 170 HP, not the biggest, wall of HP you can have, but you're hiding on the bench thanks to its second attack. Its first attack will do 20 damage to 2 Pokemon, the active and the bench, and it will cost 1 energy. For 2 lightning energy and a colorless energy, you can use Electro Wheel to 150 damage, and you can switch with one of your bench Pokemon. Conveniently, this deck has Lily's Pokédoll in it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect to hide behind, because when your opponent knocks it out, you will not be given up a prize. So the plan is mainly to either strike twice for knockouts, or charge yourself up with Electro Power, which I'll get into later, and take a knockout. Anyway, move those fine-looking gents to the side. Fun fact, I made this deck for Amanda, and she likes it because Morpeko looks like her cat, whose birthday it is today, so shout out to Lucky. Happy birthday, Lucky, to Cat. Alright, so we're going to play 1 copy of Morpeko VMAX, 300 HP. Set yourself up with a little bit of a defense when you're about to get knocked out, or if you need to take a bench sweep type style knockout. You'll use max discharge for 2 lightning energy and 1 colorless energy. So it's your same attack cost. And it's going to do 180 and then 20 to everyone on the bench. I did forget to mention, though, Electro Wheel, when you use it, you have to discard 1 energy. I recommend Recycle Energy, which you will see. Get into that later. Alright, so that's the Hangry Boys. Also happen to have a few code cards here, so get them while you can. Tapu Koko V, free retreat, a nice pivot. Also does 20 damage for 1 lightning energy. You'll draw 2 cards. Thunderous Bolt, 200 damage. A couple electric powers, you can take some pretty good knockouts. So 2 lightning energy and a colorless. The only problem is you can't use the attack next turn, but you do have the free retreat. So this card's here for the potential to take knockouts, but it's here for the pivot, really. Top of that, we also have Tapu Koko Prism Star. Now, when I'm playing this deck, I'm finding that I'm not using a Tapu Koko Prism Star to set up my first attacker. It's my second attacker, which I'll get into. This deck, you really want your opponent to take knockouts, and you'll see why. But we all know what Tapu Koko does. Use the ability Dance of the Ancients, and you'll send to the Lost Zone while taking 2 lightning energy and attaching them to 2 different Pokemon on your bench. From the discard, of course. Alright. To help set up, I play 3 copies of Jirachi. That's really it. Here for the Stellar Wish. Help you set up. There's a good chance you're going to get one of the cards you need to set up just by playing a Stellar Wish. And it's also good for pivot. And if you need to sacrifice a Pokemon in between, Electro Wheels, giving up 1 prize is your best option by using Jirachi. Now, as your opponent starts to take knockouts, I have Oricolo GX for its ability alone. Dance a Tribute once a turn when one of your Pokemon is knocked out during your opponent's last turn. You may draw 3 cards. So it's really just for a little bit of a draw engine. I do not recommend playing this card the second you see it, because then you have yourself a nice GX sitting on the bench that will give up 2 prizes for no reason. Also with the help of drawing out cards, Oranguru for Primate Wisdom, you'll be able to swap the top card of your deck with 1 in your hand. It's really just when you're digging, and you just need that 1 more card, there you go. Also, you'll see that this deck plays Marnie, so it helps when you have a card in your hand that you don't want to get rid of, put it to the top, and then you play Marnie. Helps with that. And as a one-off also, we have Absol only for the ability to add onto a extra retreat cost for your opponent's basic Pokemon. It's a Jirachi stall, really. You know, you really want to slow down your opponent a little bit because there is a chance this deck's not going to set up turn 1. It's most likely going to happen turn 2, and it does help with that. All right, got another code card. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Focus, find spot. All right, there you go. And as a nice spicy tech to round out the Pokemon, I enjoy playing Mareep for the Fluffy Pillow ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon asleep. Then you just retreat it out, send out Morpeko, Electro Wheel, and then swap Mareep out if you're feeling cheeky or if you have a doll. It's really when you know you have to take the 2-hit combo. That way you have a little bit more of a defense. You have to make your opponent work for the switch. All right, getting into the supporter cards, I play 3 copies of Marnie. Marnie, each player shuffles their hand, puts it into the bottom of their deck. Then you will draw 5 cards, your opponent will draw 4. So it's really a little bit of a deck search. I was thinking about playing Professor's Research, but I didn't like discarding everything because of Mill, how strong it is in this format. And also, there's a lot of things you just don't want to lose. I do play custom catchers in this deck, and I hate having to toss them out. All right, moving on. We have another code card. Get them while you can. I do ask that you take one and save them. I know no one's going to listen. To help with searching, 3 copies of Volkner. Search your deck for a Lightning Energy and an item card, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Help with setup. Helps with a little bit, into the late game, but there's a better card coming up that's for after, your opponent takes a knockout. And that would be Rosa. Rosa's my secret weapon. For some reason, no one plays it. Let's see. When one of your Pokemon are knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you search your deck for a Pokemon, a trainer card, and a basic energy. And then you shuffle. So pretty much what this does is you're setting up Morpeko as your opponent takes knockouts. You're going to get your energy, you're going to get an item card, or the stadium card that will help you. And you're going to get one of the Pokemon you need, whether it be Tapu Koko Prism Star or the Morpeko that actually set up. It's going to help you out. And on top of that, I also like to play Guzmahala. Search out the stadium when I need it, and also to discard 2 other cards from my hand, I can get a special energy, which I do play, and a tool card, which I do play. It helps set up. To counter a Mill, I did put in just 1 copy of the Bella and Bryson Man. We'll each discard 3 cards from the top of our decks, and hopefully with the right timing on that, you'll be able to win the Mill matchup. If not, we try. Alright, so the main part of this deck that we're using is Lily's Pokeball. I like to have 2 on the bench at all times. It's not always possible, but in case someone has, something like Manphy, and they're able to gust you around. It's not Manphy, gust you around, give you the choice. You have a doll already out, you can just put a doll right back out. So you're really only worrying about them playing double custom catcher on you in this deck, or a coin flip with the Pokemon catcher, which I'm not a fan of. So Lily's Pokédoll allows you to have one of your Pokemon get knocked out. Well, it is the Pokemon that gets knocked out, and then your opponent doesn't take a prize. Also, if you need to switch it, you just take it, put it to the bottom of the deck, and there you go. You put out Morpeko, and rinse and repeat pretty much. So Volkner will give you the ability to find that. So will Rosa, and you also have your Jirachis, you have your draw power with Oricolo, you have Oranguru. As the deck thins out, you should be consistently seeing them. Alright, another code card. Alright, so to search things out, we have 4 copies of Quick Ball. Like every deck is going to be playing for the rest of eternity because this card's amazing. You'll discard a card from your hand and then search for basic Pokemon. I like to get rid of an energy card usually because of Tapu Koko. That way you have one ready to go when you need Tapu Koko. I'll also use it to get rid of something else I don't need. Like I know I'm not going to need Jirachi later on. I really only need 1 on the bench. I don't need all 3. Or, see, I already know that I don't need my Bryson Man, so I get rid of that. Nothing me rambling on about that. So I play one copy of Pokemon Communication. It's just to help search out something else that you might need. The only card that you can't search out with Quick Ball is Morpeko VMAX. So there you go. Really for that. To help with the damage climb, hit those high numbers. 4 copies of E-Power. Plus 30 for each one. You got another code card. There you go. So to help with switching when you don't want to put a ball back into the deck, 3 copies of Switch. To the name, switch your active Pokemon with the bench Pokemon. For gusting, I already said I use 4 copies of Gusting Catcher. If not, you can always use them for drawing. That's why I prefer to use it. I was finding that not too many people were playing GXs while I was playing around with this deck, or at least GXs I wanted to gust up to take knockouts on. Yeah, there's always that to Dene, but I'm really going for their attacker, their setup. Dene just sits on the bench, in my opinion, as a dead card, and you just take it at the end for the win. Another code card. And to help with searching out stadiums, which I will get into, 1 copy of Stadium Nav. Flip 2 coins for each heads. Search your deck for a stadium card. You're really hoping for 1. If you get 2, there are 2 stadium cards you can find. I'll get into that. I do have 1 copy of Reset Stamp. Your opponent shuffles their hand and draws cards based on the number of prize cards remaining. So in the mill matchup, you would pair that with Bella and Bison Man, and hopefully, if you are paying attention and your opponent makes a slight slip up, they don't have the exact number of cards they need in their discard pile hand combo, you'll get them. For item cards, I have Counter Gain. Counter Gain, when you are behind on prizes, your attacks cost 1 less close energy, so it's great for helping set up Morpeko and Tapu Koko. You would search that with Rosa, you can search that with Guzla, and it's all around wonderful. For Jirachi, I play 2 copies of Escape Board for the free retreat. Also works with Marie, and it pairs with, Morpeko VMAX. For stadiums, I got 1 Thunder Mountain to lower the cost of our Lightning Pokemon by 1. And the last stadium I played Slumbering Forest to help with the stadium more. I didn't want to play Power Plant because I didn't want to turn off my own Oricolo, and I didn't want to play Chaos Vortex because I didn't want to not be able to play my Thunder Mountain. Viridian Forest I felt would help my opponent too much, so I didn't go that route. And with the Slumbering Forest, I can pair it with Marie, Fluffy Pillow. My opponent has to flip 2 heads if they want to wake up. If not, they gotta get the switch going. Another code card. Just as a note, I do not play with code cards in the deck. Alright, for the energy count, 4 and 4 on the lightning energy, because we are discarding them, but we really only need 2 to set up more Morpeko. And then I like to play the recycle energy because you do have to discard 1 energy off of Morpeko's Electro Wheel attack every time, and by discarding the recycle energy, it comes back to your hand, so you have the guaranteed attachment every turn. Alright, last code card. And so for matchups, I can tell you right now, it has a great matchup against Pikarom. I went to a challenge and faced 3 back-to-back Pikaroms and won 3 different ways. I was able to mill them out with Bella Bison Man 1 match. I was able to just overpower them with Morpeko VMAX with the bench spike out of nowhere. And I was able to use the traditional way of attacking the Electro Wheel in Pokédoll to take a win. So I can say you have a very favorable matchup. Also, it doesn't help them that they can't play Thunder Mountain, and if they do, it does significantly help you. Let's see. Ability Zard has a little bit of a rough matchup. You just have to take out the Vulpixes immediately because them being able to freely bust around with those fire energy is not going to help. ADP Zacian, another matchup is a little tough, but you can get it. Pretty much you just hide behind the balls like every matchup. Obstagoon is not going to do too well if you evolve into Morpeko VMAX. Also, the dolls will help a little bit. But if they do know what they're doing, they clear their bench, and you just can't get Morpeko VMAX, just scoop. It's just not worth the time wasting. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Frostmoth, I can say from my testing, it does overpower it. Simply because of weakness. You get your one-shots all over the place. Let's see. The mill match, you just pretty much just sit there and don't put anything out, and you just play slow and hope they mess up. If you're feeling cheeky, go for the quick rush and keep taking knockouts, but if you take a knockout, you do set them up. They're able to use their Lieutenant Surge Rubella Bryson Man combo on you. So you just have to sit there and wait until your Rubella Bryson Man comes up with reset stamp at the end of the game for them. If not, it's not going to work. Trying to think other matchups that you really need to worry about with this deck. That's really it. It's the abilities are just the number one weakness, which is seeing a little bit of play. Not that you're about to go to a challenge or anything, but play on a line with this deck, or over some type of web communication. Rillaboom is actually a tough matchup because they usually play Alolan, Exeggutor, and Rowlet, so they'll be healing themselves. Healing is not too favorable of a matchup if they have a healing type deck. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this was my deck of choice for this format. Sadly, the format's over, and once Boss's Orders comes out in the next set, this deck will crash and burn because they will just be taking up more Pico, and your dolls will be useless. But yeah, leave a like, maybe subscribe, leave a good comment, and feel free to use this deck. My record with this deck is undefeated at one challenge with it, and that was it. So, thank you everyone. Have an awesome day.